is there anything about, I think you've started 6 games now and your numbers are really, pretty spectacular in those 6 games. Is there anything about what you're doing this year that has anything about your success that's come as a surprise to you?
No, because I put in the work. I do all the extra things. Take the time out to watch film. Watch every game. And make notes on every game and see where I can always grow from. And I put in the work after practice or on the off day. I'm working on my game. So.
We'll go to Omari.
Yeah, Isaiah, what was your experience like on America's Test Kitchen, being able to do that with Rick Mahorn and being able to cook something that obviously is pretty important to you?
Oh yeah, that was very fun. Doing it with Rick Mahorn and Test Kitchen and everything. I enjoyed it. We made beef stew. That was my first time making that, and it came out pretty good. Rick Mahorn he thought he had a better beef stew than mine, but I thought I made the best one.
For you, what has it been like just kind of seeing that beef stew nickname and just the way the fan base has kind of given that to you and kind of rallied around that?
Yeah, just embracing it. That's the name the fan base gave me, and like I said, that's the name I'm gonna roll with. Some people like it, some people don't, but I think it's cool.
Go next to Steve Ashburner.
Hi, Isaiah. You guys as a rookie class on the Pistons have gotten some attention. I'm curious, when you came to camp, how much did you each know about the others, and what have you learned about each of these guys since then?
When we first came into camp, we didn't really know much about each other at all. We're all strangers to each other, and as camp went on all the way up. So now, I said we've definitely grown together. We definitely built chemistry since then, and we're just continuing to learn about each other, every day.
Rookies often compete for minutes, with more proven players, and yet, given that you're all sort of in the same boat, how much camaraderie or chemistry do you think there is with you guys?
I think, there's definitely chemistry between us, and we could definitely build off it. After games, we'll bring up a play, whether it's me, Saban, Sadiq and Killian. We'll all be in the locker room. We all sit by each other and we'll bring up a play in the game where, we'll talk about, what happened, what we saw, what we could have done, those types of things.
Thanks.
We'll go to Brooke Fletcher.
Isaiah, you guys are playing with a lot of grit, a lot of intensity recently, to where people are comparing your game to that old school Detroit basketball. So what does old school Detroit basketball mean to you?
For me, it just means, tough, grit, having that chip on your shoulder and, not caring what anyone thinks. Just go out and play hard and do everything you got to do to, win.
I mean, how does that make you feel when they're comparing you to past players for you personally, like Ben Wallace and all those great teams?
It's great. It's definitely great because, the history of those teams, history of those players, just speaks for itself. So, the fact that they see that, in my game and the way I play, it's definitely, a great thing to hear.
Go to James Edwards.
Hey, Isaiah. We've talked a lot, obviously, about your motor and the way you approach the game. But I'm curious, have you faced anyone yet that is similar and because I guess you would say cut from the same cloth as you since in your, what is it now, 60 games? Anybody come to mind?
I mean, guys I've watched have been like, Bam Adebayo, watching guys like Montrezl Harrell. Those are guys I watched, coming into the league, taking away things from, their game. But, I just take away things from their games. I feel like those type of players are like same type of cloth, things like that.
And to follow up, is there anybody that maybe you weren't as familiar with their game? Like you were in college, you don't get to watch everybody that's surprised you as an opponent, just going up against them, what they were able to do?
I mean, I had some very tough, that'll be some very tough matchups, some very interesting matchups this season. And, as they say, being a rookie, you get welcome to the NBA. And, I have a lot of tough matchups so far this season. And, what I've always done is, as always, is rewatch the game. I take notes on their game and, certain moves they use against me. Try to remember it the next game.
Appreciate it, Isaiah.
Lastly, we'll go to Lauren Williams.
Isaiah, you mentioned that was your first time cooking beef stew. Is there a dish that you would consider like your signature dish?
Ooh. Shoot, I don't know, because I've been cooking a few things at home. I definitely be cooking, while I'm at the crib. So, I cook. One of my favorite dishes I cook for myself is like a honey glazed salmon, some rice, broccoli, things like that.
And your dad is known for being a cook too. So what kind of lessons has he imparted on you in the kitchen?
Really, he taught my brother how to, cook a lot. I was always the one, that was at practice or outside playing basketball. So, I just let, my pops and my brother, do the cooking on the Jamaican side. I didn't really tap into that yet.